I'm Angie Ekern, and I teach art at Prairie Community School. And I'm so thankful that we still get to share this show with all of you. It's such a beautiful experience for all of us to come together and to showcase our students' artwork in one building. So we're very thankful that we still get to share this, and art can be very healing at this time. So I'm thankful that we get to still do this. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the projects that we do at Prairie Creek. We focus a lot on so many things, but we do a lot of seasonal art. So I like to connect my art lessons a lot with what's happening outside in our natural world. We do a lot of nature play at Prairie Creek, so we are outside a lot, and I like to bring that into the art studio. So for example, you'll see a lot of the lessons are based on seasonal lessons. So when in the fall, when we're focusing on the fall leaves, we might do a lesson like this, where we're focusing on drawing fall leaves and doing different techniques. Like this one, for example, is a batik technique that the kids love. It's magical. And throughout the seasons, we just kind of go through, and a lot of times our lessons will begin in a certain way, but then the children, their discoveries and their way of creating, whatever emerges from that is the kind of the direction we might take with the lesson. So they're always evolving. Even if I do Starry Night every other year, it's different every time. Which is something I love about teaching art, is that it's evolving. And the children lead the way. They are the best teachers that we have. So a lot of seasonal work. We use a lot of different mediums, as you can see. Chalk pastels. This is a K1 art lesson up here. And we explore so many different materials. Chalk pastels and watercolor. This lesson is also a K1 art lesson, and what I love to focus on in my art lessons is art takes time, and we talk a lot about this when we're doing the art, but also our art lessons kind of span out for months at a time. So Starry Night is a lesson that maybe will take us 2 months to complete because we have art once a week. With each class, and I love that they get to come back to it week after week and think about things, and we experiment with a lot of materials, and we practice technique before we do things, and it is just so much fun. So this one we do printmaking and collage and painting and all the things kind of combined into one. I also like to focus a lot on multicultural art. So the 2-3s every other year do an Aboriginal dot painting, which is really fun. We kind of dive deep into everything we do. So it's, we talk a lot about honoring the Aboriginal art and honoring who we are, and we kind of weave those two things together when we're doing multicultural art. And talking a lot about pattern, and there's a lot of deep meaning in these pieces. They're story paintings. So this is an Aboriginal one, and then this one, the 4-5s do a woodland art, which is an Ojibwe lesson, which I absolutely love. I love doing all of these. But these ones that we can really dive into the symbolism and the meaning and material used and why are there animals and all of the things that happen. It is fascinating. And the children come up with so many ways of how they think about these things, and so we honor that a lot in our art. So yeah, I'm trying to think of any others birch trees. We do a lot of birch trees because we talk about birch trees being a big part of where we live, and that technique is probably one of our favorites to do. So lots of birch trees. And owls, so we'll do a lot of stories. I read a lot of stories with my children, so Owl Moon, and then we talk about owls, and we all share owl stories, and it's a beautiful experience to see children in their creative soul get to do this kind of work, and then we get to share it with the world. So And then we have bird sculptures, which are here. And this has become a favorite of the 4-5s. This project, as you can imagine, takes quite some time. We build the birds, we talk about Minnesota birds, and they each get to pick their own Minnesota bird. And then we study the birds, we draw the birds, we print the birds, we really kind of dive deep into the structure of the bird, and then we build them with paper actually and tape, and then plaster. And then the collage technique is we're representing the colors of the bird. So like this is a cardinal, but we're using this really abstract collage technique. But you can tell it's a cardinal because it's reddish. And then the wings are made with metal. So incorporating a lot of different materials, and of course the driftwood that they're mounted on. So this is a favorite project of the 4-5s that we do. So yeah, I'm just really thankful we get to do this. So I hope everyone's doing well. Sending big love to everyone, and can't wait to see everyone soon.